Welcome back to another episode of Food Finders. Today we're going to try 3 different wonton mees from the cheapest to the most expensive wonton mee. And we're going to find out which wonton mee is actually going to be the best.
What is considered cheap wonton mee to you?
What is considered cheap? I mean, everything has kind of like increased in price lately, right? So I guess around $3.50.
What is the most you'll pay for wonton mee though?
To be honest, the most I'll pay would probably be like $5. I mean, wonton mee is supposed to be something that is like your daily food, right? Like your chicken rice. So it's not something that I would go for like really fancy or anything like that.
What's a good plate of wonton mee to you?
Ooh, a good plate would definitely have to be in the noodles. The noodles has to be really springy. I mean, it's called wonton mee, so if the mee is bad, then like half of the dish is bad, right? And of course the wonton, it has to be silky and it has to have a lot of meat.
If it's a really good plate of wonton mee, like what's the most you would pay?
If you throw like some Iberico char siu or some fancy stuff, I guess 10 to 12.
What does wonton stand for?
Bintun sounds like cloud.
Swallow cloud.
Oh!
What do you think is the difference between Hong Kong style wonton mee and everywhere else?
I think the ones in Hong Kong, they have it always in the soup. Mostly prawn, if I'm not wrong. And then like a little bit of pork. But the ones here, we have mostly pork. Let's head off to the first spot, yeah? Shall we? We are at Chan's Noodle Delight. This place actually has a 4.4 rating on Google. It's one of the decent spots that we could find that is kind of cheap, like $3.50. It seems to have a really consistent line since we've been here. Let's join the queue and let's have a taste of this wonton mee, yeah? Alright, we just got our wonton mee. It looks pretty good. Kinda looks like the ones that I've seen in Malacca a lot. 3 nice looking wontons. Decent amount of char siu, I would say, and some greens. There's substantial amount of noodles as well, as you can see right here. It smells amazing. The noodles look really glossy and really springy. Let's try the noodles first. Oh yeah, you definitely get a strong kick and flavor of the lard. I love my lard. The noodles are they're a little bit softer than I would like, but they are springier than usual. On the scale of like how I'd like my noodle doneness, it's a little bit on the softer side for me, but it's still not to the point where it's too soggy, which is still okay for me. For $3.50, it's still fine. Let's look at this wontons, yeah? Pretty decent size. I think it's a little bit small. Even though they're small, they really pack a punch on the flavor. You get a strong hit of that pepperiness and that lard. It's really good, it's really well flavored and well seasoned and everything. As you can see, there's not much meat in there, but the flavor, my god, the flavor is really good. I'm tasting some bits of like crunchiness in there. They might be chestnuts, I'm not too sure. They're a little bit too small for me to guess. This is honestly really good. I really like this dumplings. Alright, the char siu is not the best. It's a little chewy, but it's not super chewy. But the rest of the dish, I think it's decent value for $3.50, especially in this day and age in this place. Look at those magnificent morsels of lard. Perfectly crispy on the side. The lard taste is amazing. It's super punchy. I got mine with a little bit of chili, so that really cuts through everything. I thought it would be like a darker style, like I mentioned earlier, like Malacca style, but it seems like you don't really have a dark sauce, as you can see here. It's kind of like a brownish sauce. I guess this is in the half and half, regardless of what color your noodles are. These are really delicious noodles. Also, for like $1, you can top up your soup to be like a bigger bowl. It's not bad, right? I know the color doesn't look like much, but the lard really amazing piece of lard. Super crunchy. Seth and I really like this. Maybe it's because of the lard alone, but the lard really is the main flavor of everything. The noodles are really springy. The wonton's really good. The char siu is just okay, but everything else, I think it's magnificent for $3.50. I'm gonna finish this up and I'll see you at the next spot. We are here at the mid-range spot, the second spot of this episode, Soi 19. We're in the Upper Thomson branch and they've been around since 2012. I think they have around 7 outlets now. They do have an extensive menu besides wonton mee, and full disclaimer, this is a sponsored spot. So let's go check out their full menu. So we've just gotten our food at Soi 19 and it's like a feast, to be honest. The main focus here is the original wonton mee. They do serve the black one as well, and they do serve a curry wonton mee, braised pork leg rice rather, as well as barbecue pork. The main focus on this episode is indeed wonton mee, but let's try the rest first, yeah? This seems like a curry noodle wonton. Yeah, so it's pretty much your standard curry noodles, except they replace the yellow noodles with wonton mee noodles. It's good. It tastes like a decent curry noodles. Let's try this. Ooh, look at that. It just pulls apart, man. The pork leg rice looks great. That's super tender and tasty. I'm getting dragged away. That pork shoulder is really good. So this wonton mee looks like a drier version. It does not have any sauce in it, but you can really smell the perfumey lard oil that kind of coats all the noodles, and as well as kind of like the Thai garlic oil. The noodles look super springy. These noodles are egg noodles and they're made with something called a key water or alkaline water, which kind of improve the extensibility of the dough, which makes them really nice and springy, as you can see like this. We've got decent amount of char siu going here. And the lard, my god, that lard is just all over this bowl. Pretty decent sized fried wonton as well. And this entire bowl actually costs $6.80. Fair price for everything that they've given us. Oh, they also have this lap chong rather looking sausage, which apparently isn't made of meat. It's made of fish, which is kind of interesting. I know this is a mid-price wonton mee that we are shooting, but this is hella good. The lard and the garlic oil just makes it. I know it looks super plain. I can't see any sauce from like the first spot, but the flavors of this is on the next level. I think it's really that Thai garlic oil and that lard just really doing its magic right now. Char siu is pretty good. The one that has a little bit fatty. It's quite tender. It is quite flavorful enough. I believe there might be shrimp or pork inside. Let's find out. Like the first part, this one's a flavor bomb. I believe it's just pure pork inside. A little bit different than the ones we had. This one's a bit crispier and it's quite nice. The flavor is, again, it's not super porky, but it's super seasoned well. The pork taste is there, but it's not too gamey. I think it's a really nice bite. I'm really excited for this fish sausage. You wouldn't have guessed that was fish if I didn't mention that. It tastes exactly like a lap chong. For some reason it has some fatty bits, kind of like when you eat a lap chong and there's like little fatty bits inside. And it looks exactly like lap chong. It's sweet tasting. It doesn't really taste like fish at all. It kind of tastes like your pork lap chong, to be honest. So both sides are just hella crispy on the surface. And when you bite into it, it kind of just oozes out with that sweet kind of marinated meat kind of texture. I would not have guessed this is fish. Probably the best lard we had today. I know it can be kind of oily, but this one kind of feels like when something is deep fried and they drain it really well. As you can see, it's not really like coated, it just looks like a really nice piece of fried pork and it's super crunchy. It's not too burnt, there's no bitter aftertaste, really packs a punch. Overall, I think this is a really good bowl of wonton mee. For just $6.80 for everything, this whole bowl, I think it's pretty worth it. If this is the mid-range, I can't wait for what the expensive bowl is going to be like. I'm just going to finish up my bowl here, and also if you guys spend $20 in a single receipt, you get a drink of your choice for free. Alright, we're here in the last spot. We are here in town in Fullerton Hotel. We were looking for the most expensive wonton mee that we had, and we found one in the 5-star Fullerton Hotel. And apparently it's $28 for the wonton mee. Hopefully it's something interesting and worth our $28. Hopefully it's not something too ordinary. Let's go check it out, shall we? We are here in Fullerton, in Town Restaurant and Bar, and we're here to try the most expensive wonton mee. According to the menu, it's $20. To be fair, the ingredients, it's just shrimp dumplings, roasted pork char siu, local greens, and egg noodles. I see what they offer for $28. I can't imagine sprucing up wonton mee until it's $28. So we just got our wonton mee. It looks kind of normal, not gonna lie. We got the soup version as recommended by the wait staff. 3 pieces of char siu, and then the other 4 pieces are roasted pork belly. And the noodles here are interesting because the noodles are like thinner, meekia, Hong Kong-ish. Yeah. The soup itself, it's a little bit darker as well compared to the lighter ones. So the broth is pretty light as well. A little bit prawny, not really heavy in flavor. The roast pork is really good. 2 layers of fat and it really melts in your mouth. It's super tender. It's a little bit sweet. I think that they might have some sort of special seasoning or maybe just rubbed off from the char siu, I'm not too sure. Super thin, very springy as you can see. Definitely Hong Kong style. These noodles definitely feel a bit stringier. They are cooked al dente, so it's a bit on the harder side. Definitely not soggy at all. Let's go for the char siu. Char siu looks like a generally leaner cut, a little bit of fat going on here. The lean parts are lean and a little bit chewy, but overall, I think it's not that great of a char siu. The roast pork is really good, but the char siu, 4 out of 10. I'm not too sure what I just bit. So the edges of the dumpling that they use to seal it, usually they put a bit of slurry. I think it's a bit too thick on the edges, so you do get a bit of that floury taste, which is not that great. But it is a whole prawn inside. Probably not the best dumpling we've had today. The crunch is good, even in the soup, but I have to say that the lard was a little bit browner than I would like. The lard probably has been cooked for a little bit. Has a bit of like a darker taste of it. This one has a little bit of a bitter aftertaste, so not that great. Yeah, the soup is just peppery and has a little bit of taste of that the shrimp that you kind of cook it with. The noodles were nice, the pork is nice, but honestly, if it's worth $28, I don't think so. Verdict is, this is like a nice $4 or $5 standard noodles in your Hong Kong cha chan thing. So yeah, I don't think it's worth $28 for me. So that concludes our 3 spots that we have for today's episode. We had a very nice 350 wonton mee. It's kind of lardy. It's kind of mixed between like a dark and almost a white wonton mee. For the second spot, we actually had the soy 19 wonton mee, very Thai style wonton mee, very lardy, very punchy, garlicky. And the last one, the most expensive one that we had was the Fullerton one. Personally, my favorite from basically just getting value of everything we had, I think it would have been the mid-tier version, which is soy 19. I think the flavors were very punchy, and for the amount that they give you in a bowl for $6.80, I think that's most worth it. I don't think I could recommend the expensive one, because the expensive one kind of feels like your regular Hong Kong cha chan thing. It's not bad, but for that price tag, I don't think it's a value for money for me. Do let me know in the comments if you have any more expensive wonton mee or better expensive wonton mee that you've come across, and maybe, or cheaper ones, yeah, or cheaper ones. So anywhere in the spectrum of super cheap and super expensive, and we'll try our best to maybe explore, and we'll give it a shot on your next recommendation. Yeah, that's all for this episode. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.
$33.57. Final bill. At least they gave us free ice water. Yes, free ice water.